Hey guys, welcome back to Time to Play Sly Cooper Blind, Part 9. Yes, after how many months? What, about 6 or so? I'm finally going back to playing the game, and I know a number of people still haven't seen the update I made for this about a few months back saying, why did I stop? What's taking so long? Well, if you didn't see the update, it was because I was afraid of my PS3 catching on fire in the summer. This thing overheats like crazy, but hey, it's very cool right now, which means it's very, very possible to keep this going. And by possible, I mean it's definitely happening, as you can already tell. And yes, these are not live commentaries. The playthrough is blind. I have no idea what I'm doing, so you're gonna see me kind of juddering around all the place. I know, I'm just kind of repeating myself because it's been so long since these videos have been out. And so, with this being a not live commentary, I can just kind of give my thoughts so willy-nilly.
Looks like this is some kind of giant voodoo egg beater to
Yeah.
stop that unsanitary mess.
If I could unlock the cauldron's lid, I might be able to thrash their production and build up enough steam pressure to get launched up to Ruby's Skull Temple.
Okay, sounds like we've got a plan. To get around that thing, try moving in the shadows made by the masks so that the guards won't see you.
Ah, cartoon and video game logic at its finest. Ooh, that almost got me. Okay, so, there is one thing I'm going to try and do with these time to plays. Now, I'm going to try merging it with another long-forgotten video series I've done, the generic Q&As. Because, I need to talk about something during these moments where I have nothing to talk about. I mean, there's not all that much going on right now.
Oh my god, a green waterfall overflowing with bones and body parts. I'm telling you, the health department's going to come down big time on this dump.
Oh, yes, that's right. I also forgot there will be some times where I'm going to royally mess up, so I'm just going to skip ahead to those parts because I don't need to go... We don't need to watch me do these parts over again. Convenience is a blessing. I mean, here I thought I could jump over, but no. And even though I had originally... after I had done part 8, I went back and got all the little... unlocked all the little locks and got everything, and I'm going to skip ahead. So even though Sly should have been able to swim in the water, he can't after I got hit, I guess. Oh well. Skip. That was always a nice little skip. I had also died during that skip because I rushed and I got hit by the light and died because I'm very rusty at this game. But yeah, I'm getting back into the swing of things. And I can't wait to get out of this area. I just despise all this stuff going around in it. Never like it. Okay, so as I was saying earlier before the whole skip, I'm going to be merging the whole generic Q&A session with the time to plays. Because it feels like killing two birds with one stone. It makes things a bit more interesting. It's good filler for when I don't have anything to really talk about that's going on. I mean, sure, I could always talk about projects and such, but there are just times where it's just going to be a dry spell, period. And it's good to finally have an extra way of answering all these questions that have been put on the back burner for so long. I've just been long neglected, and I still have questions from way back in January of this year. So I'm going to go ahead and start answering a couple of those. Now, I'm going to answer the guys who... Oh, I need to get my thoughts together on this. Okay, for future reference, after I answer all the questions that I still have left to answer, I'm only going to take about one question per user. And I hope they're good questions, because I'm going to be very selective on this. Let's make these really good questions, very interesting ones. Because, as you'll see from some of the questions I have, it just... Yeah, you'll see. So, first question I've got, well, a couple of questions, come from Mark Hay, who, first question he writes in, why did you make your YouTube account? It was to be a part of the Brawl launch / hype when it came out back in 2008. 2. Would you ever just have a gaming channel? I thought this was a gaming channel. If you mean by just a time to play channel, then no, I don't see a point of it. Why I don't understand why I need to have two channels if I can just have one channel that does all this stuff. 3. What is your best video you have ever made in your opinion? Somebody didn't see the list I made last year, but I will add on to that. Besides the videos that were on the list of the 5 years special, I would like to put in there the Donkey Kong Country trilogy, the Tropical Freeze review, my redo review for Sonic Adventure 2. Let's see, the Pokemon Changes list, the Unpleasant Sounds list, the Mario Kart Power-Ups list, and all the collab lists I've done, all 5 of them. So far, all 5 of them. I mean, there's going to be a few more coming up, so those will be interesting. Those should be a lot of fun to watch. Let's see. 4. Would you ever have a discussion or talk to a viewer like me about a game? I do respond to some of the comments in the videos, so there's that, I guess. 5. Would you? This is kind of weird. Whoop. Wow, this person's really annoying. Okay, so this 5th question is kind of worded a little weird here. Would you could make any game you want, what would it be? I think I need a translator here. I think the person's trying to say, if you could make any game, what would it be? And that's information I don't give out.
Security. This must be the source of all the disgusting green soup.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't give out any ideas like that. If they're based on existing franchises, sure, I'll give out some ideas. But original games, those stay locked in my head. You don't get that. No, they'll stay with me for good. Unless I can actually make them, which doesn't seem possible. Okay, next couple of questions come from Rope Crewman 36. Let's see. 1. Do you play any musical instruments or sports? If so, which ones? I was just curious because you seem to know quite a bit about both. Oh, I didn't even know he asked about sports. I played a lot of sports, like with just friends and in school and such, but not really anymore. As for instruments, I used to play a keyboard and a recorder in junior high school, but as well as in college, but I've long since lost my touch with both of them. Question 2. If any Zelda character was real, which one would you want to hang out with and why? Now, I can't answer this because I'm thinking of doing a list of my 5 favorite and hated Zelda characters, so I don't want to spoil that if I do go through with it, and it's very likely that I'm going to go through with that list. I think a lot of people would actually like to see that, so why not? Okay, ooh, that was a pretty easy key to get. I guess when there's like a good section to come up, I'll talk about it and such, but when it's just like little things like levels like this that really don't feel like they have that much going for them, it's like, that's why we have these questions. It makes things a bit more interesting to listen to this video. I mean, I guess you guys tell me if like you like the idea of having the generic Q&A questions merged with this. Oh, yes. Okay, this part I do like, and I will take a break from answering these questions. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna finish these last 2 questions just so I can.
Vehicle seems to be outfitted with some sort of high-energy cannon. Use the left analog stick to move, and aim the right analog stick in the direction you want to shoot. Remember, you can always shoot in one direction while moving in another.
Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to finish these 2 questions so I can talk about this part because I like this little section here. It's like you move and you can shoot it in a direction where you want to aim, and it feels good. I like it. Like as I've said before, this game, I don't think have I said this before, but I think I like how this game has a lot of variety in its platforming sections, and they don't feel like they ever overpower anything. They're nice little breakups. I don't understand why I don't understand some of the sections sometimes, like why am I on a boat, shooting at things, but hey, whatever, it's fun, so I'm gonna look past that. So, question number 3 from Rogue Trueman 36. In your opinion, is Star Wars Episode 7 unnecessary? If so, why? Yes! George Lucas even said he started working on it as a way to make his selling of the license and everything else he made look more valuable. So he only made it to make more money, and not because he wanted to continue the story properly. That's how I see it anyways. Okay, number 4. Oh, wait, no, I want to talk... Well, I guess there's not really all that much to talk about this section. I like it. It gives me this whole sense of freedom. Like, I can move, and I can aim and shoot independently. I can strafe, and it feels good. It feels fast enough. I don't feel overpowered. I still have to be careful with what I'm doing. My goodness, there are some parts here with the candles here where there's just too many of them, and I can't get... And it took me a while to understand, oh, my shots aren't going that far. I need to get closer. And that's when I realized, oh, they actually made things a bit difficult. Okay, then. Alright, so number 4. What's the most interesting book you've read in the last 5 years? Sorry, I don't read books. That's just too boring for me. Number 5. Which non-Zelda video game character do you personally identify with the most, and why? The closest one was Sonic, though Lost World really made him look like a jerk.
According to my paranormal scanner, that flowing soup is really highly charged ectoplasm. It's just got to be the source of power for those headstone generators.
Yeah, but what does that tell me? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to stop it? I don't think I'm supposed to. I think it's just, I guess, a warning? And here's where things get a little bit more interesting, and it gets more interesting, because anytime I take a hit, it spices things up. That skull throwing on fire guy is really kind of annoying. And that perception is kind of hit or miss on sections like this. Still, though, like I've said before, I really enjoy these kind of sections, and you know, as platformers go, I feel like this game does have a lot of good sense of variety, and, well, even though this doesn't make sense, it does feel very gimmicky, it's still fun nonetheless. I mean, I don't feel like this fits the theme. I mean, I'm not even on water anymore, so why am I on a boat? Who knows? Who cares? Let's just go with it. Let's see, am I going to get any more questions out before the end of this video? Probably not. Well, I don't know. Let's take a look down here. I think I can do one more because this part took me a while to get through. So I guess I'll answer these questions from /star314. Number 1. How much of your day do you usually spend doing video editing, reviews, etc.? This can take anywhere from 3 to 8 hours depending on how close I am to finishing a video. Like if I'm just starting, maybe a few hours. If I feel like I'm kind of close to finishing, I'm going to put in as much time as I possibly can. And yeah, sometimes that really can take about 8 hours a day. Totally worth it. Number 2, Game Theory came out with an episode of why video gamers enjoy playing video games recently. According to their video, do you play video games mostly for competence, autonomy, I guess, or relatedness? I play for fun. 3, I know you don't show your face, but could you give us an idea of what you look like? Oh, good. Why? Do you have glasses? What color is your hair? Are you tall? What shirts do you usually wear? Etc. This is like the Super Smash Bros. 4 characters. I keep guessing, but I don't have a firm picture. I don't really quite understand what you mean by that. Glasses, yes, I wear them. Shirts, I have different colors, really. Honestly, just look at the me. It's about as close as you're going to get unless Bomberman is a playable character in Smash for Wii U and 3DS, but that's not happening. Okay, I think I've kind of run out of time here. So, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully with some more questions I can finish up /stars questions. So take care.